Hello, everybody. Good morning or good afternoon, it depending of the country. Welcome to a new edition of Smart Talks. I am Monica Cuatracasas, the Communication Manager at MESPAC, and it's a pleasure to greet you. Today, we are delighted to have you join us for this session entitled Turnkey Solutions, where we will explore how to maximize the results by reducing risk with one single partner. The webinar is scheduled to last approximately 45 minutes and will be presented by our experts, Joan Martí, Product Sales Manager for End-of-Line and Turnkey Solutions, and Victor Bogunyà, Sales Engineering Manager. Following the presentation, we will allocate about 10 minutes for questions and answers, so please feel free to submit your question during the session through the questions answers section below. The session will be recorded and shared with those who have registered later. So, now let me introduce you Joan Martí, and Product Sales Manager with over 14 years of experience in the packaging industry. Joan Martí joined MESPAC over 1 year ago and was our Product Sales Manager for end-of-line and Turnkey projects. As a result of his affiliation, we have reinforced our commitment to this area of the business, which is of increasing demand. We want to focus on your core business and entrust MESPAC to be your facilitator and reliable supplier. Hi, Joan, how are you?
Hello, good morning, good afternoon to everybody. Thank you, Monica.
And thank you, Joan, to be here today. And now I would like to introduce Victor Bogunyà, the Sales Engineering Manager. Victor joined MESPAC over 3 years ago and was promoted from Automation Engineering Associate to Sales Engineering Manager. As the head of the Solution Sales Department, he has the opportunity to travel around the world to implement solutions and manage several turnkey projects. Good morning, Victor.
Good morning, good afternoon, everyone.
So thank you, for the contributions to this session. And with nothing else to add, let's proceed to the presentation. So today we are going to cover different topics about turnkey solutions and secondary packaging. But first, let me introduce you a quick overview of MESPAC. And MESPAC was headquartered in Barcelona and is a global leader of flexible packaging and equipment for consumer packaged goods. And we are known for our innovation and creating sustainable packaging solutions. We are part of Duraban since 2015. Duraban is a leading player in the world of industrial equipment headquartered in Illinois. It's a global engineered equipment company with manufacture, sales, and services facilities throughout North America, Europe, and Asia. Here you can see that Duraban can offers immediate and lifelong aftermarket support across different sectors, serving food processing, packaging, and material handling industries worldwide through its diverse portfolio of operating companies and brands. About MESPAC, we have established in 1994 as an horizontal form, film, and seal manufacturer. MESPAC has evolved into a global one-stop shop with extensive services, with a sales team in over 90 countries and regional services centers, ensuring prompt access to parts. We boast the industry's largest product portfolio, and with 380 employees across 17,700 square meters of facilities, our production centers are in Spain, the US, and India. You can see here that we provide solutions for various industries, including food, beverage, pet food, pharmaceuticals, personal care, and home care. But additionally, we serve other industries such as law and garden, agriculture, tobacco, automotive, among others. At MESPAC, our talented engineering team designs customized integrated solutions for primary, secondary packaging, and end-of-line processes, as we will see today. With our extensive portfolio, we offer high precision, efficient, and versatile horizontal form film seal machines for flexible packaging, including machinery for pre-made pouches and a wide range of vertical form film and seal equipment. Additionally, we provide also hydroforma machines for the water-soluble pots and end-of-line equipment to fit your secondary packaging needs, offering a turnkey solutions and a complete project if required. So we will be more in detail of this today. So this marks the beginning of our introduction to MESPAC and providing you with the opportunity to familiarize yourself with a little bit more of who we are. And now, Joan, I'll pass the floor to you. Thank you.
Thank you, Monica. Well, first of all, in order to have a clear picture, we would like to show you a video that recent project that we manufacture here in Barcelona, and that is near to be delivered. It will allow to better understand. Surely most of you know, but better understand what is we can propose to you. Okay, so. Okay, you know, this is our horizontal machine model 320. That is a duplex machine, and for this project we are filling pouches with 400 or 600 grams of paste, mayonnaise, or tomato paste. Also, in this format, you can see is around 300 grams. But the important point is that you can see a clear vision about all the machines together linked as a turnkey solution. Well, this is our filling position, and now you can see after near to the reject we have the exit by ram in this case of the pouches, and going synchronized to the MCP2, that is our case packer. For this project we have independent case selector, so this allows us that all the boxes arrive empty, and the product is passing to the conveyor and to the vision system, not only to know the position of the pouch, also to control the measurements of the pouch and even the shape of the pouch, because it's three-dimensional. At the exit, when the box is completely full, we are going directly to the case sealer. Also, in this case, is independent case sealer, and this one is for tape. Will be also by glue, as you know. And later on, we are going to the palletizer cell. This is a palletizing cell with one entrance of the empty pallet, and then the filling station where we are placing all the layers of the boxes, and the exit of the full pallet. So basic pallet cell. Okay, so this is just a small view about what we can see as a Turnkey project. Another example, also very famous for us, is to have the same scenario, but also with hydroforma to produce the pots. Then we have the horizontal machine where we place to fill all the pots into the doy pack, then the doy packs into the case, and then the case to the pallet. So for all this Turnkey project, MESPAC, we can accompany you and give you a solution as a unique supplier. Okay, now is important to start to discuss about the what is the considerations that we need to take care when we are deciding as a Turnkey project. And then the important point is that MESPAC can accompany you in all this kind of decision. And let's see in some particular considerations. So which product and package do I need? It's not the same to work with liquid, with powder, or with solids. So all these different products in size is giving you a different reaction when we will go to the pouch and we will go to the box and okay, for the pallet it will remain the same, but these considerations has to be taken in account because we manage different, and then if it's coffee, sauce, or noodles, this is also important when we take the decision to go for the complete Turnkey project. So different size, different weights, different shapes. So this is something that we consider. Then what is the type of flexible package? So can be doi pack, can be sachet, can be a stick pack. So to control all the pouches from the beginning has different treatments. So because at the exit we can go by RAM or we can go by pick and place, or many exits coming from the primary packaging to the secondary. Okay, then it's essential to know the tolerance of the package in order to have a high efficient solution. So the dimensions and the weights of the flexible package is something that from MESPAC we control from the beginning because we are supplying you the primary packaging. So this will allow us to take the good decision when we will place the product into the box, if we are going even top loading or side loading. This is something that we will see later on. So, as mentioned, how the product will be delivered to the machine from the primary packaging. So, to control from the exit of the primary packaging is essential to assure also the right link between the primary and secondary, because it's not the same when the pouches are arriving with a certain distance if they are going one after the other, very near. So all these points are important to when we decide the secondary packaging. Also to calculate the enough buffer, no, to avoid stops from the primary, or if we have the micro stops in the case packer, so we have the possibility to have a controlled reject. Then the warranty and the integration, the warranty of the integration with both machines. So it's not the question only to send the signal on off, that is easy, but also important to have all the data from one machine to another. Now let me show you a video where we can see another system that is from horizontal machine to with a pick and place. And if we need, for instance, to turn the sachet, this case is for sachet, in order to place in a cartoner machine. So this is giving us a small footprint with high efficiency. Then what would like to see happen opening the case? This is also when we decide to have a a turnkey project is what our end user wants to see when he's opening the box. So the production collection in the box and the product facing also are some points to take in consideration. Also, if we want to have a box, use it as a display or just a box for transport. This also consideration to be aware. When is the best moment to solve the questions? When will the package will be delivered upright or vertical? If we are going frontal from the horizontal machine or vertical, so we want if we want the pouch upright or in flat position, which direction will be the package facing up and entering the machine, short or side leading? Which direction should the package printing or level face? Well, so the answer is very easy. When is the best moment to solve the questions? Is when we buy the primary packaging. Even if you are not in this moment ready to make the investment for the case packer, all these questions has to be answered in that moment, because it will save you money for the future. So also another consideration: line speed of primary packaging units. How quickly will primary packaging be fit on the case packer? In regards to the package per minute will be the steady flow of surges and gaps. So the correct align between the pouches and to adjust a constant speed, this is very important points when we have a secondary packaging, a case packer, because if it's not arriving in the same with the right time, then this means that we will have some fails during the case packer process. And how many cases per minute are producing according to the number of pouches in the box? So in these versatile solutions, take in consideration the quantity of the pouches, and we have solutions for wraparound boxes and solutions for American boxes with compact or independent case director, independent case sealer, depending the solution. Next slide, let me see. Yes, case cone and collection pattern. This also necessary to decide when we buy case packers. So how many products will be inside in each box, and what is the collation or pack pattern that we want to do it. So here we have a solution that later on Victor will go deeply on this. The top loading is we have a Cartesian system or Delta robots, as we see in the video, always with indexing train conveyor or grouping table. So that means that we have a stacker belt where we prepare the collation before to be picked and filled inside the box. Also, side loading is do it by pusher or tram system. So we have different solutions according the pallet pattern, the packer pattern. What the need of your business? Fully automatic case packer, low maintenance, efficiency. For this answer also we have a good solution, since all our equipment always we guarantee 20-30 minutes for fast changeover as maximum. Also we have automatic changeover that is just less. Then the easy access and rapid cleaning to have low operation and efficiency. Integration of the conveyors controlled by one screen panel, high production, high automation. And then, how much space do you have in your facility? This is always important point, because what's happened when we decide to buy for primary packaging, sometimes we are not taking consideration what it will come later on because you are doing it manually. And then when we want to invest for the automatic case packer or palletizing area, the space is limited. So for this, we can accompany you when, sorry, when we decide for the primary packaging also to have a compact case packer or independent case erector, independent case sealer if the space needs to have to be more modular. Also to guarantee the buffer conveyors between the lines. So this will give us some time to manage the micro stops. Then the rejection systems, if one box is not complete, so we have the space to reject this box, checks weigher, metal detector, palletizer. So preparation, accurate layout, that is also very important to respect the restrictions in your facilities, such as pillars, exits, hallways, etc. So now let me pass the micro to my colleague Victor Bogogna, who will show you our offer regarding the secondary packaging solution.
Thank you, Joan. Thank you for your detailed explanation so far. Joan so far introduced you basically how we approach this kind of projects when we are conceptualizing a turnkey project such as the ones that we showcased so far. It's very important for us to define the business needs, the business logic, and understand the whole sequence to be able to deliver a complete solution that fulfills all the requirements top to bottom. In our portfolio, as already mentioned before, we have a very wide range of possibilities. We have one of the biggest portfolios in the market, and the primary equipment is pretty well known. We are very well known for our horizontal form fill and seal machines, or vertical machines too, pre-made sachets, high-speed machines. But when we are conceptualizing a turnkey solution, usually it's a combination of a primary equipment, very well known, secondary equipment, and palletizing. So in this session, we want to put some emphasis, some focus into the secondary packaging, because even if it's an important part of our portfolio, we feel that it's quite unknown. And it's sometimes, or most of the time, it's an integral part of the turnkey solutions that we deliver. Here in this presentation, we wanted to showcase 3 possibilities, although we are able to provide much more than we're going to showcase today, but we wanted to reduce it to the most significant solutions that we provide currently. And they categorize in 2 main groups, wraparound solutions and American box solutions. Today we're going to talk about our wraparound models and our RSC American box models for the EF100 for vertical introduction and the MCP for horizontal laying of the pouches into the American box. Okay, wraparound machines. Our portfolio covers at least 5 families of machines, and each machine is suitable for different speeds, different products. But long story short, wraparound solutions are usually very suitable when we try to basically optimize the dimensions of the box, or when we intend to use the box as a display box. These are the 2 main scenarios where we highly recommend to use these kind of solutions. In this scenario, we can use the solution both for rigids like bottles, glass bottles, plastic bottles, or flexible packaging, either standard pouches, flow packs, all kind of flexible packaging. In the wraparound solutions, basically we have 3 options in the way that we insert the pouches into the box. The box is delivered as a blank. We pre-fold the box, and then we proceed to insert the product inside. Usually with rigids and with standard pouches, what we do is we group it, and then we insert it either front or side. But we also have the option to do individual picking, positioning the pouches individually and this is very suitable for some flexible packaging applications. This technology is suitable both for wraparound boxes, but also for trays and lids. This is the same machine, it's a very modular approach, and we just need to configure it accordingly. Another interesting option is to use the same equipment to just make trays, introduce the product into trays, and then use a shrink wrap to secure the product in. As mentioned, we have basically two possibilities in wraparound solutions when we are dealing with flexible packaging. Either we use robotic solutions to do single picking, individual picking of the product with a vision system and tracking, and introduce it into the wraparound box. Or we can do grouping, and the grouping is done basically with an indexing system. The product usually comes short side leading on the infit conveyor belt in a single line, and then we use an indexer to group the product in rows, and then we generate a combination of columns of product that we introduce into the box by means of pushing the whole combination. And what is very interesting about this approach is that even if the infit of the product may vary, because we're going to adapt the infit of the product to each particular case, the machine itself, it's invariant, it doesn't change. It has the same forming module and it's same compacting and closing modules. And this can be resumed in this slide here, where we present the whole family of wraparound machines. We have these 5 members of the family, and each one is suitable for different speeds and box sizes. The smaller members of the family, the 7000 and the 7200, are intermittent motions, both suitable for rigid and flexible. The 8400 is a little bit higher speeds, especially suitable for high-speed flexible applications. And finally, we have the 85 and the 8600 that are very high speed, intended for rigid. Because this is actually something very important. In most of our applications, we talk about primary equipment, secondary equipment, and palletizing. But there are some casuistics where we need primary packaging on primary packaging, like stick packs in Doypack. And sometimes we also need rigid on rigid, for example, cartons on trays. So we're also suited to deliver such kind of solutions, for example, sachets into cartons and cartons into trays prior palletizing. When we're talking about American box, as Joan explained earlier, there are 2 main options, and it really depends on what you want when you open the box, how you want the product to be displayed when you open the box. And usually American box is seen as a mean of transport. Usually it's not used as a display box, but when we select which is the best way to lay the product into the box, we do that based on considering the product itself. Is it a liquid? Is it a powder? Which are the properties of the film? Is it spouted or not? And depending on the product itself that we are transporting, we will recommend a flat positioning or a vertical positioning into the box. In these cases, as John explained, we use independent forming and closing modules. So we always start with the blanks of the box. We form the box and glue it or tape it on the bottom, proceed with the filling sequence, and then we close it with the independent module. The 2 possible solutions that we offer out of the box is the EF100 and the MCP module. The EF100 is intended for vertical loading of the product. So in these kind of applications, we form the box and then we insert the box into the machine. In the infix of the product, we have a single line of product short side leading or bottom side leading. We use an indexing system with an acceleration belt to index the product and generate the sequence that we want to introduce into the box. And then we can do it as a single row or as a multiple row, and then we take the whole set of product that go into a box, compress it, and introduce it with a Cartesian style robot. This solution is very, very suitable for high speed, high efficiency lines that are designed to run 1 or 2 products. So it's a very efficient solution, but not so much intended for quick changeovers. It is intended to have single product lines. Here we have a small video of one solution that we delivered around a year ago. It was 2 complete lines with this concept, a primary packaging machine, a duplex Doipack style machine with corner spout. This was soap, it was liquid, and because of the product and the amount of weight that we were filling into the Doipacks, we considered the best option to have it delivered into the box vertical. That's why we proceed to use the EF100 solution. One very interesting fact is that as we are providing the complete solution, we are very mindful of how the product is delivered from the primary to the secondary equipment. And this gives us a lot of flexibility because we control how we deliver the product, and we don't need to find solutions to deal with the product that it comes in an uncontrolled manner. We form the boxes, and then we group with the indexing system. In this case, it's 2 rows of 12 pouches, and we insert it into the box at one movement. And again, we use the independent closing model, tape-based this case. On the other hand, well, here are some specifications on the model. Again, we can do it both tape or hot melt, and this can run up to 25 cases per minute. The other side of the spectrum will be the MCP model. This is a completely different approach, as we come with a very modular design. We can concatenate up to 4 or even 5 delta models one after the other. So this makes this solution very suitable for many projects, as we can adapt it to the throughput of the primary packaging equipment, and also make it retrofittable in future in case we want to make add a model in the future. This solution is especially suitable for laying the product flat. We usually do single picking, although we could potentially do double or triple picking too. This system is based on a vision system. We use a scanner to detect the product coming in. This gives us a lot of versatility because we don't need to have an absolute control of the positioning of the pouch. And we can absorb some variations in the positioning of the pouch because the Delta robots come with a 4th axis, a rotation axis, that allow us to pick the pouch in any possible position and deliver it in the box in the right positioning. Of course, we usually have to control the inflict of the product, not only with an acceleration belt. Sometimes we also need to add equalizers in case of powdery products, or in case we need to ensure that the product comes in a homogeneous way. And this model also comes with automatic changeover options to make the changeover faster. Of course, we need to control the flaps of the American box to ensure that the pick and place position in terms of the Z dimension is minimized, and we can deliver very fast speeds. This machine, as built, is able to deliver 50-55 pouches per minute pick and place operations per minute, per robot, of course. And the picking system is based on vacuum. We have the option of doing it with a vacuum turbine or with Venturi heads. It really depends on the changeover and the changeover tools that we want for each particular product. In this case, we want to showcase a project that we delivered around half a year ago. This was, you will see only the MCP1 model, because it was a retrofit. The customer already had our primary equipment and requested to deliver a secondary equipment after, and we designed this machine especially for them. It is a challenging equipment because it was designed to be able to pick and place products from 100 grams to 5 kilograms. The range of product was huge, and still we will be able to deliver a single solution with a single robot to box all of the range of products the primary packaging machine was producing. In this case, we selected quite a special robot with an extra Z movement in the axis because some of the pouches were very, very heavy, up to 5 kilograms. We didn't want to drop the pouch from the top of the box. We want to do full insertion of the product into the box to ensure good positioning and no product damage. And again, same concept. We are forming the boxes in an independent module and closing the boxes in an independent module. Having explained the different secondary solutions that we have in the portfolio, the question is, why would you, a customer, request our services for a turnkey project? And here we talk from experience. Most of us are engineers. We come from programming backgrounds, mechanical engineering backgrounds, and even commissioning backgrounds. And we understand that one of the biggest challenges that our customers have is the integration of different equipments into a line. MESPEC wants to be a key partner for all of our customers by delivering complete solutions from beginning to end. And this has many benefits. The first of all is that you have a sole responsible for the whole line. And this has a huge implication because you are delegating the responsibility of the success of the project entirely to us. And we are eliminating all the problems that come with the communication between the different parts involved in a big project like this. By having the ability of designing, building, and delivering the whole solution as MESPEC, we are not only providing single machines that we are putting together, we are providing a complete solution. And this means that we are accounting for how the product is transported from one machine to the other, which is a lot of times disregarded in projects where you have many players involved. And we have special care in the whole flow and the whole process from beginning to end, not only as standard unit, as a single machines, but as a process. Of course, our solutions are ensured. Our portfolio is wide. We are always proposing proven solutions. You always will be able to see references and videos of the solutions that we are proposing. We come from flexible packaging world, so we have a very deep understanding of the flexible packaging challenges, because we understand that case packer providers, there are a ton in the market, but being able to deal with flexible packaging is not a standard scenario. It is quite specific and it has a very specific challenges, and having all this knowledge in-house allow us to anticipate the challenges that may occur during the project. One of the goals, of course, is to save you time and money during the whole management phase of the process. And not only by reducing the amount of key players involved in the project, but also by reducing the amount of interactions. If you buy a turnkey project for us, you will have a single project manager that will handle the whole project from beginning to end on all the machines. This is very useful because it ensures that no information is missed during the management phase of the project, during the engineering phase especially. Of course, we have a very complete project vision by adding this key this key project manager that is going to deliver the project from beginning to end. One of the main aspects of a turnkey project is the conceptualization phase, is creating a primary layout. And this is where Joan and I invest most of the time together with you, with our customers, which is defining the solution. We are not selling you standalone machines. We're selling you a whole project with defined efficiencies and defined goals, which means that we need to take responsibility of the whole line from beginning to end. That's why we put special care in the layout, so space restrictions, space considerations, integrations. We are, of course, proposing our equipment for primary, secondary, and palletizing, but sometimes we need to integrate third-party equipment like an X-ray, a check weigher, multi-head weigher. Some cases we need to maybe add buffers in order to optimize the OEE of the whole line. And if some of these parts are not produced by us, they are integrated by us. So we take sole responsibility of contacting the provider and we purchase it directly. So you as a customer, you receive a complete solution, and the responsibility again is on us. One of the biggest benefits of this kind of approach is having the ability to FAT the complete line at NESPEC. This reduces significantly the amount of time during the commissioning phase, because when you come to our facilities to FAT the line, you will have the whole line installed at NESPEC, replicating that you will have in your plant, so you can ensure that the technical aspect of the line, so the performance, the speeds, the formats, the changeover times, everything is solved and according to your specifications in the factory. And if something needs to be fixed or needs to be amended, it's going to be done in the factory, preventing or reducing a lot the costs on the commissioning side. Finally, mentioning that one side benefit not included in this layout, in this slide, but for me it's very important, is that we build our machines with a same frame, with the same base. This means that in terms of electrical diagrams, in terms of mechanical parts, mechanical diagrams, manuals, in terms of PLC coding, in terms of HMI look and feel, everything looks and feels the same. So it's a very coherent solution, because everything or most of it is produced in our Barcelona headquarters. Some of the machines can be produced in the States or in India, but in any case, all the technology is built upon the same standard. The operators will have the same look and feel through all the machines, and the machines are designed to be integrated together. Our standard software platform, Athena, is built upon PackML. PackML is a standard that has many benefits, but one of the benefits is that it is very easy to integrate the machines together. So it's very easy to control the upstream and downstream processes to ensure an optimal production of the whole line. I think that's pretty much all from me. I think that we can now proceed to the Q&A. We have dropped a lot of information in 45 minutes. I'm pretty sure that you will have a lot of questions that we can answer.
Yeah. Okay, thank you, Victor. Thank you, Joan, for your participation. It has been really interesting, and this topic. And we have an active audience, as usual. So let's move to the questions and answers. So I just remember you that if you have any questions, now is the time, and we are here to answer your questions, okay? So the first question from one of our attendees is, what is the maximum speed you can achieve for DOIPAC Turnkey project?
Well, we can say that from primary packaging, now we handle a project up to 200 pouches per minute. So we have two machines, two horizontal machine, and with one case packer arriving to 25 boxes per minute. Always there is, depending of the quantity of the pouches and the quantity of DOIPACs you are placing in. But we can say that we can go up to from one machine up to 200 pouches per minute.
Okay, thank you, Joan. There is another question from another of our attendees, that is, what is your usual delivery time for a complete project, including palletizer? Yes.
Well, is always depend of how big is the project, but I will say that can be between 7 to 9 months. Let's do it in this way. Always, if there is any special requirement or something that we need to be faster, we can consider, sure.
Okay, thank you. And there is another question that is, can we add end of line in our existing machine?
Okay. Yes, sure. This is also one of our proposals, is the uh, also with the retrofits, but we can adapt the new case packer end of line in the existing horizontal or vertical machine from MESPAC. This is not a problem. Sure, we need to study the space available and all the consideration about the project, but in principle, yes, sure, we can do it.
Okay, so let's finish here. Thank you, Joan and Victor, and thanks to all of you for your trust and for being with us today. We invite you to contact MESPAC for any questions. We are here for you, and we encourage to contact us with the other questions that you have, or you can send us by email to marketing@mespac.com. And looking forward to seeing you soon at our next Smart Talks, and have a great afternoon or morning, and best regards. Thank you very much.